I'm an American living in China, and I want to see how safe it actually is here. So I'm going to take this tablet, and I'm going to leave it on this e-bike while I go on a day trip today, and we're going to see if it's still here when I come back at the end of the day. All right, so first things first is we hopped on the subway. Nice thing about living in Shanghai is honestly you're pretty well connected to most of the places in like eastern China, which is cool. So we came to this little town called Zhujiajiao. I don't know. Chinese people in the comments, feel free to roast my pronunciation. It's filled with bridges. It's like the Venice of China or something. There's a few different places that are called the Venice of China, but in many aspects, this is like, it feels like a bunch of locals still live here. Like it's not some tourist trap sort of joint, even though there are like these cat cafes that are honestly pretty cute. But there's also like these really beautiful temples that are old and have a bunch of history. This one's a Taoist temple. There's even this room in the back where there was an African guy, a South Asian guy, an East Asian guy, and of course a white guy holding a sword, which I thought was hilarious. They have these costume rental stores where you can rent different costumes from local ethnic minority groups here in China, which is kind of neat. Of course, there are antique stores where you can buy pictures of Chairman Mao. This is me trying to be an influencer, taking photos and selfies. It was really beautiful. I wish it had been a little bit sunnier, but honestly, I was kind of shocked. It looks busy here, but this is like the national holiday week here in China, where you see photos and videos of places all over China that are filled with people. And all things considered, this wasn't that busy. Of course, they had the nasty, like, touristy stuff you could buy, like scorpions or whatever to eat. Every other store was a La Biu Biu store, which was kind of funny. But the river was pretty wide at points. It was... Honestly, it was really pretty. It blew my expectations out of the water. For lunch, we got some sort of like pork chashu thing wrapped in some sort of banana leaf, and it was delicious. After lunch, we went to a garden to digest, and I think the admission was like $3 or something. It was totally worth it. I was shocked at how big it was and how beautiful it was despite the sort of overcast weather. Seemingly every sign in China is super poetic, like this one. The architecture of some of the buildings here was crazy. In addition to this like weird sort of like rock cave thing that they had, we climbed up that and then we practiced using their doorways. Oh yeah, there's more poetry above the urinals. Then of course there was another big grandiose temple, and we finished the day off with a bit of mishui. We rounded off the day by seeing some guys fishing in the pond by the train station, and all things considered, it was a beautiful day. So now of course the big moment of truth is the iPad still there. And it is. It's 7:03 p.m. We left around noon, so 7, almost 8 hours. Tablet's still there.